Welcome to the East End. I'm Erin Colton.
And I'm Joe Arena.
We've got lots to see this weekend.
And while you're exploring it all with us, don't forget to play along in our East End trivia game. You'll see questions pop up during the show. Scan the QR code and submit your answers at the end of the program for a chance to win some East End swag.
The beauty of the East End is truly unmatched no matter the season.
Like here at the Montauket, where you can enjoy a sunset cocktail any time of the year.
We'll have more on this legendary hotspot a little later in the show. First, we take you to an East End attraction that challenges its visitors to enter, if they dare.
If they dare. Darkside Haunted House is celebrating 26 years of fun and frights. Far from any main street, farm, restaurant, or East End winery is a place where nightmares are made of.
I'm the owner since 1998.
Go check your spot, make sure everything's good.
And for the last 26 years, horror film buff Mike Miola and his Darkside Haunted House here in Wading River have been taking scares to another level.
As a kid, I always loved horror. I loved the special effects magazines, horror magazines as a kid.
After finding this 14,000 square foot building in the late 1990s used to house potatoes, Mike has been adding his personal touch to every scare, spook, and specter you just might come across.
My fingerprints are on everything. For me, creating this stuff and building the props, working on animatronics and building animatronics and designing the scares, I want every group that goes through to feel like we did this show just for them. We react to things they say. We catch their names. We really just personalize it.
Mike's hands-on approach includes hiring more than 70 actors.
So this is your weapon?
Involved in putting on this show, like David Lopez. It's only his second year in the scare business, but clearly he's a natural. What's your go-to? Do you scream? Do you just...
My laugh.
Your laugh?
Yeah.
Can I get a little taste of that right now? Do it. Come on. 3, 2, 1.
I'm a little scared, I'm just saying.
Then there's makeup artist Sarah Manuelo, who's been with Darkside for more than a decade.
We're all like a family, and we always have been. Like, I have friends that have worked here since we were kids. We are all still best friends. We try and give everybody a personalized look for their scare spot. Like, the doll isn't gonna have the same makeup as the serial killer.
So who are we doing right now?
He is at the Jason house, so it's kind of just a hillbilly serial killer.
The time has come for me to take a walk on the dark side. Part of this scary haunt is outside, then eventually you go inside. Ah! Stop it! Well, despite my screams, Erin was a pleasant surprise and potential protector as we entered this 25-minute House of Haunts, filled with more than 30 detailed scenes. I'm already afraid just looking down into that field over there.
I'm ready to go. Oh God, this is the pig hanging. We don't know where to walk. I can't. Something's gonna happen. Oh my Lord! Mama's gonna love you.
Going to church now.
I can't breathe.
One over here.
I can't breathe. I can't.
And while our wits were tested, we survived a night of frights and fun that was all sparked by one man's childhood love of all things Halloween.
When people come out and they're like, you know, oh my God, thank you, our family comes here every year, and it's something that they like in their family, and it's been, you know, for generations. It blows me away. It's something you could have never even pictured. I just wanted to make a cool haunted house.
Sorry if you have some bruises. I didn't know who to jump onto.
You had every right. That place was scary.
So scary.
Yeah. Well, if fall for you is more about farms than frights, you don't want to miss our next stop.
And the owner doesn't just only live off the land, he also builds all of his farm attractions from recycled items he finds on the East End. We head to Bakewicz Farm for a day full of fun.
Pretty much we met over rescuing cows. We actually rescued them on the same exact day. Met each other a week later. Love at first sight. I saw her right away, and I think I grabbed her right away. I said, I'm gonna marry you.
Justin Bakewicz and his wife Anna are a match made in farm heaven. Anna's a lifelong animal lover. Justin grew up learning how to live off the land on Long Island's East End.
I would stay at my grandma's, and she lived right on the farm, and help my uncles out between pumpkins and picking and everything else, all the way down to when I got older, started to run the tractors.
And now the Bakewicz are raising their family, including little Justin Jr., on their own farm, Bakewicz Farm in Wading River.
Don't forget to lock it.
At just 30 years old, they're part of the new generation of farmers trying to keep the lifestyle alive.
Not a lot of people want to do it. The price of land, taxes, just everything being on Long Island is very expensive.
But this family-owned and run farm continues to thrive through the struggles. Justin continues to find new ways to attract more visitors during the fall season.
Everything you see on the playground, it's really his imagination, and that's the most amazing part.
The playground is a kid's dream, from horses with lassos.
Third time's the charm.
Let's go!
Let's go! You got it!
Yes! To tractor slides and barrel trains. And one of the main playground attractions, hillbilly hoops. There we go. There we go. Let's go.
Now you're shutting me down.
Let's go.
Went out to the East End to the Zolnicki's, got a potato truck from them, did a little barter work, a little farmer barter work, moved some equipment for them, got a potato truck, and I made it into hillbilly hoops. And they get to come on down with their family now and laugh like, hey, my grandfather farmed and my dad farmed with that truck for years.
Let's go!
There you go.
All right, my main part.
I find stuff like the mini golf is the West Hampton Beach actually football field. I was able to get my hands on the turf for that. I built that. I built a cow out of a 275-gallon oil tank. We actually have the old McDonald's Play Palace over there from Rocky Fun. I was able to acquire that, take it down, move it here.
Good job, JJ. If the playground isn't enough, the corn maze wows kids with a different Disney theme every year.
This year we're doing Frozen. I mean, who doesn't love Anna and Elsa and Olaf and Kristoff and even Sven?
This is Maggie May. She's basically the one that made me and Justin meet.
How many animals do you have on the farm altogether?
I'd say over 70.
Hey, Pickles. Do you know pickles are my favorite food? Not that I would eat you. From pigs to goats, horses, chicken, and cows, there are endless animals to interact with.
We do pony rides in the fall. Yep, we have a company come every Saturday and Sunday.
We bring everything to our farms and try to make it that one-stop shop. So we have pumpkin picking right off the vine. There's plenty of stuff for all ages to do here.
Including stuff for the big kids. A corn silo the Bakewicz turned into a little local brewery.
You walk up, you grab your local brew. We sell Long Island beer in there, Twin Fork beer, and Woodside Orchard's hard cider. You're gonna swing your right leg up and over.
I think I missed my calling here.
I think you just belong on a real farm.
I belong here. What's it like for you guys to see these families just having so much fun on your farm?
Watching those kids run through that gate and hit that Maze Park booth and they hit that playground is awesome. I always tell everybody there's two different cries here. There's a cry of the kid that fell, and I can tell that right away, and there's a cry of a kid that's getting dragged out of here because the parents literally have to pick them up, throw them over their shoulder. To me, that's just like, wow, I did my job.
And for Justin and Anna, it's making sure Justin Jr. learns how to grow the farm even bigger and better when he gets the chance.
Very special. Raising our child on the farm. He's the next generation. That's what farming is all about to us.
All right, his level of creativity is just off the charts.
And his son, JJ?
Adorable.
Adorable,
Yeah.
Justin Jr. All right, fall wine tours. They're a huge hit for visitors on the East End.
Yeah, but don't sleep on the breweries where you can indulge in some great pumpkin ale.
That's on tap at Riverhead Brew House. We teamed up with Discover Long Island for an inside look at the new place.
Sip on a local brew and enjoy mouth-watering eats with a perfect view of the Peconic River here at the Riverhead Brew House. This restaurant and brewery has an 8,500 square foot space, which includes a 2,000 square foot outdoor deck overlooking downtown Riverhead's Riverwalk.
The Riverhead Brew House opened the first week of May this year. We're in the restaurant industry for almost 17 years. We have 11 beers on tap, 10 of which are all locally sourced from local breweries. 4 of those are our own. Our newest beer is a No-Fo Pumpkin, which has hints of cinnamon and nutmeg. It's delicious, it's very light, and obviously everyone gets cinnamon sugar on it. Make it a little sweet.
On top of a diverse beer selection, they also serve specialty cocktails and have a full menu with elevated classic pub favorites.
Our culinary food director, Chris Weiss, he really wanted to bring a fun, eclectic twist to American classics to the East End.
From the garlic knot sliders to the unique pizzas, nachos, sandwiches, including their famous lobster roll, there is so much to choose from.
We host private events anywhere from 15 people to 150. And for the entire month of December, we're doing 12 days of Christmas. So we're hosting 12 different Christmas events, from wreath building to gingerbread house night. It's going to be a great month.
After enjoying a meal, you can come out on the patio to play one of the jumbo games, listen to live music on the weekends, and don't forget to order the tableside s'mores for your own personal campfire. For Discover Long Island, I'm Brianna McEnroe.
Looks like such a fun place for friends and family.
Great place, yeah.
Thanks, Brianna. Still ahead.
When they get to each location, there's a task that they have to do.
Explore the North Fork and get in the Halloween spirit with a haunted scavenger hunt. Welcome back. Well, how would you like to explore the East End's rich history and uncover some hidden gems along the way?
North Fork scavenger hunts offer interactive adventures for everyone.
And just in time for Halloween, a haunted hunt.
I've lived out in Cutchogue for 20 years. I've been coming out here since the 1960s.
Former high school video and television teacher Mike Malkush knows quite a bit about the rich history of the North Fork. And when the pandemic hit, Mike says the wheels started turning.
A friend of mine, she created a scavenger hunt during COVID. It started in Riverhead. She had different places. It ended out in Orient. I had so much fun. It was just a one-day pop-up type thing.
Fast forward to 2023, when Mike opened his own, more permanent version, North Fork Scavenger Hunts. There are 4 different self-guided tours you can take part in, all done using your smartphone. Each hunt takes you to 10 iconic landmarks and roadside attractions.
When they get to each location, there's a task that they have to do. It might be to take a photo. It might be doing something silly in the photo.
All right, I've got my Main Road Biscuit Company coffee. I'm ready to go. I've got the scavenger hunt downloaded. There's about 20 questions. We're doing the North Fork Haunted Scavenger Hunt, so there's gonna be some spooky stops on the way here. All right, we're at the first stop, which is Jedediah Hawkins' house, a successful sea captain who built this home for himself. Some say it's still haunted in here. Now, the first thing I have to do as part of the scavenger hunt is take a selfie of myself with the house in the background. So here we go. All right, just uploaded my selfie in front of the house. Task completed, got my 100 points. On to the next location. I am in a cemetery at the Old Parish Burying Ground. The task, to get a shot of this tombstone, the final resting place of the victims of the worst recorded crime in Southold's history, the murders of James and Frances Wickham. And along the haunted hunt, there are more selfies and scavenging to be had, including a hunt for any tombstone we could find with the name Elizabeth, because legend has it, a woman with that name haunts the North Fork Community Theater. Our last stop, a visit to the Wickham House here at the Village Green in Cutchogue. There was paranormal activity reported here, and they actually had a paranormal investigator bring in something called a ghost box, which about 10 years ago, which actually recorded movement and things shifting. Kind of creepy. And acing the scavenger hunt will get you a discount on your next adventure and a spot at the top of their leaderboard. But Mike says this experience is really about something else.
It's just such a happy place to be out there. It has everything that you could think of. The beaches, the country roads, the history, the farm stands. The people are really what makes it.
Wow, that's like a haunted history lesson.
And it's a little spooky.
So cool.
There's a ghost everywhere, apparently, out east. All right, our next stop takes us to a Montauk staple that's been in business since the 1920s.
And here at the Montauket, even the locals will tell you, it's all about the view.
The Montauk is a place where you're gonna have fun, you're gonna watch the sunset, you're gonna meet a lot of great people.
If you drive by the Montauket too quickly, you might just miss it. A tucked away hidden treasure nestled above Fort Pond Bay in Montauk.
Back in the 50s, my grandfather and my great uncle, they used to come out here fishing.
Frank and Steve Puglia's family have been running the business for more than 65 years.
They didn't like the fact that they were going to be driving into the sun after a day of fishing. They were already in the bar and restaurant business, and they, liked the property and they bought it. There is like a tale that's told that they won the rights to buy it in a card game, and the original signature was on a bar napkin.
And 6.5 decades later, the Montauket is not only still open, it's thriving.
It's flip-flops, t-shirts, and having a good time. It doesn't matter if you're a banker or if you're a fisherman, everyone gets along. Everyone has a great story to tell.
Sometimes those stories include high-profile celebrities who make a low-key stop to the local bar.
If the walls can speak, you can talk about Billy Joel being here, Bono's been here, actresses and actors. Me meeting Don Mattingly when I was 12 was probably the highlight of my life in this bar.
The restaurant actually opened in the 1920s, before the Puglia family bought it, and they serve customers 7 days a week, even through the colder months.
Our lobster salad, we sell tons of them. We serve it on a brioche bun. Our mussels and clams.
Chef Ori back there, he was making us scallops on there, he was making ribs, and making a nice steak.
We have a specialty drinks, a lot of frozen drinks, mudslide, make a really good rum punch, a painkiller. There's the painkiller.
Here we go.
Now you're gonna fill it up with the painkiller mix that we make ourselves. Finish it off with a little brown nutmeg.
All right.
And then a little bit of dark rum.
There we go. Painkiller, Montauket style. The old school charm of the Montauket is clear from the second you walk in. There are not many places left, I would say pretty much in the country, that have a pull cigarette machine.
The Montauk is going to stay the same. As they say, if it's not broke, don't fix it. And it's still what it is, put a lot of paint on the old girl and she's going to last. We can see it in people's face. We can see when people say, this is the best bar I've ever been to in my life.
Best place to see a sunset on the East End?
It's a good place to watch a sunset. It's the most beautiful place in the world.
Still ahead.
The snails that I paint with are rotund disc snails.
Explore the world of East End snail art.
Welcome back. Our last stop takes us to a North Fork farm where art meets agriculture.
And snails are the stars of the show. We head to Southold for a look at their creative canvases.
There's art in everything. Many times we just don't take the time to look. My name is Laura Clary. I am the owner and farmer at Blossom Meadow Farm in Southold. We specialize in growing organic berries to make jam. 2 years ago, I actually was weeding our red raspberries and found these snails on the ground. You're a bunch. And thought, oh, you should do art. So I picked them up, put them in watercolors, and had them walk on the page. Snail art definitely is fun, almost bordering on silly, but it reminds you to slow down. The snails that I paint with are rotund disc snails. There are surprisingly over 125 different land snail species just in New York State. They're so important ecologically. They are a great source of calcium for birds. No snails are hurt in the making of this art. They're just enjoying their little snail life. They paint for just the morning, rinse them off, and then release them back onto the farm. You actually can't fake snail art because as humans, we always try to find symmetry. And the snails, they just walk wherever they want. My husband looked at this piece of snail art and said, wow, this looks like me bowling. We rent store space here in Kutchog and share this space with the winery coffee pot sellers. We sell the original snail art watercolors. and snail mail note card packs. Each piece is signed, and on the back of it, I have a sticker that tells a little bit about its life. There's a piece in Canada, Taiwan, India, and even Palm Springs and London. We do a lot of work conservation-wise. Snail art helps our work, but also reminds people that they are part of the natural world and they're part of the solution moving forward.
You never thought that would ever be a thing, huh?
And only on the East End, right? All right. Time now to check your answers in our East End trivia game. If you've been playing along, scan the QR code at the bottom of your screen. It'll take you to our website where you can submit your answers for the chance to win some East End swag.
You'll also find more information on our website about all of the places we've explored in this episode.
And while you're there, let us know about your favorite places to visit on the East End, from the lavish to the local.
Because it just may be our next adventure. See you next time.